Good evening, folks. It is dark, but I do believe that Google Pixel camera can pick up some of the impressions here. I'm using a windbreaker, so you should hear my own voice loud and clear. So welcome. This is a live stream spontaneously after 9:30 local time here on the beautiful island of Fuerteventura on the Canary Islands, part of Spain, but very, very low down as far as the hemispheres, off the coast of Morocco, off the coast of southern Morocco. You can see in the background there the big sign RIU, which is the Rio. That's the hotel complex. We're staying for 10 days, and this is actually the third full day we're staying here. And I thought I'd give a quick update for all the channel members, for everybody who's subscribed, everybody who's following and liking this podcast, or rather this format, the Gospel Sheriff podcast here live from Fuerteventura. So maybe you're missing us, having live streams regularly with guests. Obviously, I can't do this remotely. I can use the mobile device. I'm going to swing over here. There's another complex behind us. As I was saying here, it gets dark rather quickly here, all year round, 7 o'clock local time. So if you are watching right now from the UK, from America, from Australia, different time zones, be blessed. We had another very windy day here. These islands, or this island particularly, is known for being windy. However, great conditions for surfing, windsurfing. The weather itself, although the water is reasonably warm. I was in yesterday, today as well, just one quick dive into it. I like to have that beautiful sea water, refreshing yourself, going in with head first and looking into the clear sky, rather the clear ground of that beautiful creation here. And so the Nottingham Gospel Sheriff is a program, a channel. You could even say it's a brand now, but basically it's all about street preaching. I myself am a street preacher, and I also show other content, third-party content from across the world. So highlighting events from across the world, regular outreaches in the UK, over in Ireland now as well, the Republic of Ireland. As you can see, a plane, or can maybe hear it as well, at the very top there. Just one airport here in this beautiful island. And this island itself has little or no rain, and so all of these palm trees here, they would have been imported at some point. And so you can see as well that they're very, very dry. If you look at the roots, they're very dry. And I'm just walking back from the one compound to the one where I'm staying. A little evening run, just about a mile. It's not as easy running on the sand with my trainers. The best way to run on the beach, of course, is during the daylight, with no shoes whatsoever, just bare feet, and just have that beautiful water touch your ankles, and that's a feeling of freedom, a feeling of being close to our God, our Creator God. So I just thought I would do a live stream here. I did one on TikTok that does generate lots of views. It's a bit different on YouTube. It does take a while for YouTube to recommend the streams to other people. But I'll leave this on for the time being, so maybe you're watching it the next day. Tonight is still Valentine's night, the 14th of February. And my wife and I had a fantastic evening dinner here in the resort. There's actually local buses here that go into the town of Caraiello. Oh my goodness, Caraiello, if I say that correctly. And tomorrow, of course, being Sunday, I've already contacted a local church group, and they are very keen of having us. So we're going to join them at 11 o'clock local time, which is the same as the UK time. So that's GMT time, 11 o'clock. And maybe I do put a little live stream on TikTok. Of course, maybe should ask their permission. It's a very, very small congregation. We looked at the building already. The buses, I think it was yesterday. Yes. It's difficult to keep the weekdays to remembrance. Today, of course, is Saturday. So if you are watching anywhere nearby, usually there's a lot more streams on the platform. Today, I managed to upload one stream. and that was from Chicago, and that was from yesterday. And I was looking at all platforms, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Twitch, and yeah, Odyssey as well. I can't do the Instagram stream for the moment because Instagram is connected to my main desktop at home in the studio in Nottingham. So that doesn't work remotely. So I have to be on present site to stream on the Instagram channel. But for the rest of you, just another look over there, the Rio, and all of those houses to the right are little small chalets, compounds. And yeah, it's very, very nice. I mean, I highly recommend anybody, who wants to escape the derelict, the very bleak weather conditions in the UK right now, with constant rain and dampness, then get yourself over. The flights are not that expensive, an all-inclusive package as well. We originally had planned to go to Jamaica, but because of the aftermath of the Hurricane Melissa, we decided to amend our booking and go to the Canary Islands here, FUERTEVENTURA. First time ever for myself that I've been here, and it's just my darling wife and myself. And I kind of also was going to do a little bit low-key, less video uploads, spend some more time with my better half. And so right now, I got some time just to break away while she's already sleeping, I believe. I got myself out here, a bit of exercise. There's a gym as well on the side. And so I thought, oh, well, I'm going to go for a nice little evening run, as I did yesterday. And I took my device with me, including my windbreaker and my microphone. So you should hear little or no wind, because if I remove that windbreaker, oh my goodness, you wouldn't even hear my own voice. You would just hear the wind, the constantly wind. We also happen to be on the 7th floor on the complex, which is the top floor. Beautiful view we've got from our balcony. Maybe you've seen some of my videos I put up already on YouTube. And we've got a fantastic view over the whole bay, the whole kind of coastal line. And as I make my way now past a local store, which is already closed to this, it's nearly coming up, nearly 10 o'clock now local time, and on a Saturday evening, Saturday night. Just checking my green light, it's still on. Yes, so I make my way now back towards the compound, back towards the hotel. Gospel Surf is basically all about highlighting events on a Friday night, not this Friday, but the coming Friday, which is the 27th. We're gonna have our next live event, and I invite people by video link. There's always a constant video link on the description, on the preview, on Facebook as well. So if you're mainly watching on Facebook, then you can also, click yourself into that studio. I found that many people who are street preachers, they are very, very keen on, uploading stuff in the open air, preaching. But when it comes down to joining a stream, from the privacy of their own home, conveniently to a video invite link, they're very shy. They're very camera shy. And it's difficult to understand, really, because the majority of you are very, very bored, and rightly so, in the open air. But when it comes down to joining a debate room or talking a little bit about your ministry, and you're not blowing your own trumpet, every work that you're doing is anointed for the Lord Jesus Christ, and it's great. And what if every Christian who attends an evangelical church, if every Christian started to be a podcaster and putting video content out there and doing street preaching? Oh my goodness, what revival we have worldwide. Currently there's a lady called Karina, I think the name is Karina the Beloved on Instagram. And she's having, I think, a 21-day fast, or even 40 days, correct me please, if you're listening, Karina. And she said to me as well that, revival doesn't happen necessarily when we have conversions or churches being filled. Revival happens and affects the whole society. What she's meant to say, and I agree with her, is that when revival happens, folks, all of a sudden we have the betting shops closing. Could you imagine in the UK, betting shops closing? You know how much the UK people love their betting. So that's part of the revival, you see. And that's what happens. And also the pubs and nightclubs will all close. Close, no more, finito. So, and that will be the vibrant. As I just walk you along here, the back end of the compound, I'm going to take you up the stairs in a moment. I'll try and avoid filming people here in the privacy, So the complex is, I'm not going to get any any compensation for this, by mentioning the name of the hotel. But I'm in the Rio Olivia Resort, so, and on the Saturday, the 14th of February 2026, here, Valentine's Day. I mentioned earlier, my wife and I had a lovely meal tonight. Yes, so I make my way further along. Hope that you're also blessed by maybe you're watching this stream over and over again, by watching the real life. See whether it goes on. I think it says, no, this is, I got it. This is easily, you can easily get lost here because everything looks the same, Everything looks the same. So you have to really navigate yourself. A kind of terracotta kind of color scheme here, and different balconies. And these chalets, they've got 2 stories. We were put up in one of that one day. I think we were in first for the first 2 nights, and then there was a room free in the main compound. And I'm glad we chose the main room or the main compound because you get a great view on the balcony over the whole coastal area. So once again, you can see here, there, Rio, R-I-U, Rio. It's a complex, a hotel chain, Spanish-owned, that have got properties across the whole world, also in the Caribbean. And my wife actually used to stay in one of those, I think it was in Ocho Rios in Jamaica, in one of those. So this is the compound here. Let's make my way towards the main building, where all the amusement is, the entertainment. I mentioned this very early on. No, I didn't. I mentioned it on the TikTok live stream. The word entertainment, the root, enter. Something enters into you, folks. And we as Christians know that there are spirits, deceiving spirits, evil spirits. There could be the wrong spirits. So we have to be really careful how we interact in terms of entertainment. I'm not going to say to you, stop watching Netflix. I'm not going to say that to you. I haven't got the right to say that to you. But just be very, very careful how you consume media or what you consume, you see. As you know, I'm an ex-addict. Used to be addicted to adult movies. I don't want to mention the word because sometimes YouTube can shut you down for using these words, so you know what I mean. And so I know very well how quickly the brain can be manipulated, and especially young men can be drawn to something they shouldn't be drawn to. So just be very, very careful. And there we have now the main complex there. That's the main building. You see the sign, the red sign on top there. On the very top floor, the 7th floor, is where we're staying. Yeah. So when we are back in Nottingham, I will just pass by. That's fine. When we're back in Nottingham, we'll definitely go back on the normal live streams so you can see all of us on the cameras, our regular contributors. Jesus Saves Lives UK from Blackpool and others as well. Brother Paul Taylor from Warsaw, who's doing a great job, who's back on the streets on the 20th of February at 11 o'clock. I'm doing this from my memory right now. 11 o'clock, yes, in Warsaw, and he's giving our gospel tracts there. And he's always got a heart of gold to speak to people, So I'm just turning the camera this way. I don't want to get anybody on the stream right now. It is late, and these people are holiday makers. I don't really want to film them. I don't think it's fair. So this is why I'm turning the camera. And as soon as I get to the main building, I maybe have to put the stream off or maybe put it in my pocket because it wouldn't be fair. Whoever's watching live now, make a comment, please. I can't see any comments yet. And if you're watching this over again, be blessed. Obviously, I can't respond to comments directly. I can do later. Once you've posted a comment, I can respond to this. But I'm not going to talk about anything controversial. We've discussed things like the migrant crisis recently on our Monday Night Live. We discussed whether we should display the Israeli flag. Now, I'm going to show you something very unusual. Now, what's this? What kind of animal is this then? This looks like, is it a goose? It's not a turkey, can't be. But I'm very surprised at this animal. It's like a, is it a duck? A canary duck? Oh, there, mate. Well, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody knows and lets me know in the comment sections below. Maybe I should Google this. Because we haven't seen many animals here on these islands. There's certainly no dairy farming because there's little or no rain. This is definitely a duck. What is it doing here? All right, mate. Quite pretty, actually. Thanks that you come across her. You're on live stream, mate. You're on Nottingham Gospel live stream. Streaming across the whole world. Right, mate. Hiya. Any idea what this might be? It's a duck, isn't it?
Have you made a new friend?
Yeah, I just wonder. Yeah, looks like a duck. Yes. Right, just a comment there. Can't understand me, possibly. Okay, we're gonna go further. I have to swing the camera over. I don't really want people, in the stream. That was amazing getting that animal there in. People have just finished the entertainment, I think now. So people are making their way towards the compounds, the different ones as well. Up there in the trees, you hear constant wind. On the 7th floor, you can actually hear the wind blowing, to the ventilator shafts as well in the complex. It's quite an old building, actually, as you can see. Yeah, and then the night sky as well, the clear night sky. Yes, I think I've heard this from a street preacher talking about the situation in Greece and in these southern islands. You're not allowed to use amplification. Yes, the user there, you asked me a question. This is live from the complex Rio Olivia Resort in Caragliello on the island of Fuerteventura, the northern part of Fuerteventura, next to Lanzarote on the Canary Islands. So this is the island of Fuerteventura. The resort is the Rio Olivia, Caragliello. It's in the northern part of the island. It's about half an hour's drive from the main airport. Okay? Yes, so I thought I'd do this spontaneously. The YouTube live streams don't always generate views, whereas the TikToks do. And then I tend to upload the TikToks on the video live stream for the other platforms. But YouTube remains the main flagship. YouTube remains the main flagship for this channel, the Nottingham Gospel Church. Mainly a street preaching platform, if anybody hasn't known. So we're just going to have a bit more variety here. Vacations are important as well. Even street preachers need a little bit of break sometimes, But whenever there's a chance of a one-to-one, on a one-to-one witness, of course, as you probably know, everybody is an evangelist. Don't have to be in full-time ministry to be an evangelist. You can just leave a gospel tract somewhere quietly in an open place. You can certainly do that. So there's the Rio Olivia. So also please be aware that I keep the daily readings up, the daily Bible readings, every day. We're going to the book of Psalms still. I'm not quite sure what Psalm we're looking at tomorrow. We had Psalm 82 earlier today. I'll show you a couple of things here. So there's the Olivia Beach. Actually, the whole area is called Olivia. This part of the town, Olivia. And so, as the people are having their entertainment here, there's a couple of things, your typical hotel lobby. I'm going to put the camera down, okay? I don't necessarily want people to be filmed here. So let's let you know, okay? Yes, it's just gone after 10 o'clock here, local time, the same time as the UK time. The same time as the UK time. Actually, I'll show you a little bit of that worldly entertainment. It's not my cup of tea, I must admit. You know, a lot of drink, a lot of people just come here to booze. You know, I mentioned earlier as well, the majority of people here are German speaking, so that includes Germans, Austrians, Swiss. The next proportion is the English speaking, and that will really mean the Brits, including Irish. I should have said the British Isles. That's correctly. I'm using the steps. I always use the steps, I don't use the lift. So this is part of the exercise routine. 136 steps I counted to the 7th floor. So bear with me. I'm going to say goodbye to you all. There's just one regular viewer. I can just say very, very small print. So a big shout out to you. You know something, I cannot read your name. It is so small print. Lou NYF. Big shout out to you for watching live. Yes. God bless you too for watching live and making the effort. But I have found out with some of these YouTube streams, they can generate a lot of views afterwards. People who've gone to bed, who have subscribed to this channel, they get notified tomorrow maybe. And then they watch the live stream. You know, the rerun. They're watching it on a rerun. So basically here, just let me get somebody past here. Okay, bear with me please. Yeah, so with these live streams, you know, what happens is people watch them after the initial recording. So that's been the experience being in this resort, you know, being in a country, a warm country, where there's no mosquitoes. So anybody who doesn't like mosquitoes, this is the country, the island where you should be. Because there's little or no rain, and that's why there's no mosquitoes. See whether I can give you a good view from the window here. Bear with me. Oh, it's quite difficult, isn't it? I think you can see the reflection there. Well, I tried it. You know, a view. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you in the next stream. God bless you.